Even though it's won 4 Tony Awards, you may not know much about Memphis. It's an original musical about how the power of one person can help change the world through their passion for music. We caught up with some of the crew to chat about the show.
And if you listen to the beat and hear what's in your soul, you'll never let anyone steal your rock and roll.
Let me set the scene for you. It's the 1950s in underground dance clubs of Memphis. That's where a white radio DJ falls in love with a black club singer.
And we didn't want to tell a story that was just a dirge or was just preaching at people.
Their thrilling tale of fame and forbidden love will captivate you in this roof-raising rock and roll musical. Joe DiPietro wrote the script.
We wanted to tell a story full of all of the vibrancy and the despair and the hope and the joy of the time.
This musical was inspired by the real-life stories of Memphis radio DJ Dewey Phillips, who loved all things rhythm and blues and had a passion for playing it.
The integration of rock and roll, which was African-American music and white music coming together to form this new type of music, was vital, and it really foreshadowed the civil rights movement to come.
Needless to say, Phillips was very tuned into the segregated society around him, which is why the music in Memphis had to deliver a meaningful message.
I got the script from the script gods, as we say, fell down from the heavens, and I read it, and I just knew, for some reason, I read a bunch of them and they never connected. This one, I heard every song.
David Bryan is the keyboardist for the rock band Bon Jovi. And who better to write rhythm for a musical? But for David, this wasn't just another band session with the guys.
It was about a subject material about music, how it brings together social change and pushes social change and brings people together.
The composing collaboration behind Memphis brought Joe and David together. It was Music of My Soul, a demo song David wrote during his audition that sealed the deal.
I ran down to my studio, I finished writing the song, I got the drum machine, the piano, put the organ down, the bass, I sang it, I did all the background singing, I burned it to a CD, when he put it on, it was like a finished demo. He went, "You got the gig."
Sue Frost, a Broadway producer, couldn't wait to take on her first big Broadway production, Memphis.
It's about how that music really kind of changed the cultural landscape, and the cultural changes predated the societal changes. It led to the civil rights movement.
But like the civil rights movement, it wasn't an easy road for Memphis. This is a musical with unfamiliar songs and a story that's new to an audience.
As an original musical with no story to base it on, there's a process you go through to figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Memphis spent 6 years in the development stages and 3 years performing on Broadway. The team behind Memphis was in it to win it. Their hard work had finally paid off. The audience has embraced the musical, exceeding expectations, winning 4 Tony Awards, and is now on a national tour with a special stop right here in South Florida.
We work on the shows, we work on the ideas, we work with the writers, we work with everybody very hands-on, and that's the fun stuff.
There's nothing better than being a writer and seeing an audience love your show. So to see us actually be able to achieve that and to see audiences so enthralled by the show and just leap to their feet at the end is, you know, it's a dream come true for a playwright.
All I know is Memphis lives in me.
Wow, remember to stay connected with the Arts Center. Tell them which shows you're excited to see and why. Plus, get the behind-the-scenes scoop on all your favorite shows. You can like them on Facebook. Just search Adrian Arts Center or send them a tweet. Their handle's @Arts Center. And don't forget to check in when you're there using Foursquare right when you arrive. I hope you've enjoyed this exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of what's coming up all new and now at the Adrian Arts Center. I'm Roxanne Vargas. This has been a special edition of 6 in the Mix. Thanks so much for joining us.